Okay, was that good?
It was close enough, I think. I think also while editing, I'll be able to context clues, because I'm just gonna have them all lined up as best I can. All right.
Oh my.
Close enough.
Oh my goodness. I guess without further ado, welcome to Mayanien. Whether it's bright skies or bright, blooming forests, Mayanien is a world of great magic. It is home to all. The environment is welcoming and friendly. With beautiful people and creatures of all shapes and sizes, Mayanien is an incredible place, a freedom and a flight. Or so it was. Years and years ago, seemingly from nothing, an empire grew. An empire that slowly spread like a poison. The Evertorch Empire, founded by the Salvador Evertorch, brought law and order into the free-willed world of Mayanien. And eventually, things like advanced planar travel and higher-level magic were banned for outsiders and kept to the Empire's use. Eventually, those of Mayanien rose up in what cultivated as a great war. The war ended abruptly in a gargantuan arcane explosion, leaving a large section of the world in ruin. 30 years have passed since then, and as Mayanien rebuilds itself, we zero in on a new journey, beginning in the seaside town of Waterdale. Hundreds of people are moving through cobblestone streets between the laird streets of Waterdale. The town is built between the sea and these huge mountains, so there's not a lot of necessary room. So it's very packed together, but it's a very large city. Waterdale is known for its trade overseas and just how big it is. Due to this, it's become a haven for merchants and anyone looking to travel by sea. There's tons of people setting up for the 30th year anniversary of the Great War, celebrating the Sunset Festival. Moving through, we arrive at the New Moon Inn, a tavern tightly fit between two much larger buildings, covered in blooming moss and hanging planter boxes. Inside is the usual rowdy tavern, yet the walls are covered in greenery and plants and flowers of all sorts, providing a unique contrast between the inn and its people. Looking around, it's fairly packed. It's full of people of all different shapes and sizes. But in the corner is somebody tucked into a book, not really paying attention. You see, Arha, if you wanted to describe your character.
Alrighty. First of all, I would say maybe it looks like, yeah, he's not really paying a lot of attention, but behind his little book, he is kind of half reading, half like observing the room. Alrighty, well, yeah, he's kind of like drinking ale while enjoying his downtime. Othias, my character, is a 5'11" Shadarkai. Shadarkai are essentially a race of elves from Shadowfell. They have gray skin and colorless complexions. Othias has brown, wavy hair that matches his eye color, and it looks as though at one point before he was in a lot better shape. However, in recent months, it looks like he's maybe let himself go a little bit. With that said, he carries himself, while reading, with an air of proudness that is not to be mistaken with arrogance. In human years, it looks like he's aged to about like early 30s.
And that is what you see. As we kind of pan past Othias and through a window, I'm going to ask Brick, where do you think Brick would be currently in Waterdale?
Depending on the time of day,
It's
probably
about midday.
Probably just wandering around, honestly. Probably not a specific spot. Maybe more towards like the library.
Okay.
He's not too intelligent. You can see him walking around, not really paying much attention. As you see these, like, as he walks by people, you see they kind of look at him weird as they have to look up towards him at a standing height of 7.5 feet. He's built like a brick house. He's fucking big.
He's fucking big.
Am I allowed to curse?
Of course you're allowed to fucking curse, dude.
Oh, yay!
Take that away from me.
On in this house.
What could go wrong?
Okay.
A much needed tag.
With a stark white skin, you can see some of it. Some of the like fur and skin on him seems to be missing in some splotches, appearing to be almost like burn marks. But he doesn't seem honestly too bothered by it. He is holding another. He is also reading a book, probably. I use the word reading loosely, as he's probably holding it upside down.
Yeah.
He's not very intelligent.
Yeah. Brick, as you're trying to read, like, figure out this book with these weird kind of symbols in it, not really paying attention. You're kind of like stepping over people almost. Some of the smaller folk, with your insane height. A few, maybe around 100 feet. Ahead of you, you see a some tall half orc, yellow skin, like jet black hair, kind of coming down past the shoulders, being questioned by Catman, if you want to describe your character. He looks very uncomfortable, by the way.
You see a blue-skinned tiefling with black hair. He's got it slicked back. He's got a nice little goatee. He's wearing this pretty nice outfit, considering. He also has a book in one hand, a pen in the other. He's basically writing down everything that this man is saying, pretty much.
This half-orc looks
like
very
he's,
uncomfortable. He's kind of like
trying to get
looking around.
at some responses or something.
I don't know if I want to answer that one. It's a little personal.
Oh, but it'll be fine. Come on.
Could you repeat the question?
And whatever question I asked, he would repeat.
I don't. What did you say your name was?
James Malrai.
Okay. Can I leave?
I suppose you can leave.
He kind of he starts to walk away. He looks back and sees you still there, and kind of like gets faster. James, around maybe 60 feet away from you, you see towering over most of the people here this tall bugbear, who looks lost in a book. More so lost than anything. He
Maybe a little bit literally lost.
his unique appearance definitely stands out to you.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh, okay. Hey, big guy. What's up?
The sky.
Don't think I've seen you around here before. Or, can I help you in any fashion?
You wouldn't happen to have seen. What were they again? And he like flips to the front page of the book. Dragon.
Dragon? Would I roll a history
go
check for
it.
this?
This is first roll of the campaign. You know what a dragon
All right,
is,
first roll of
obviously,
campaign.
but just more specific
I know what it is. I
things.
just want to know if I've
Absolutely.
seen one
Yeah.
recently. All right. 17. How's a 17?
Good.
Good omen.
I hope so. You don't remember seeing any
God, I hope so.
dragons, because that would be crazy if you just saw a dragon.
I look up into the sky. Oh, wait, I'm in the
Othias, you, like outside of a window, you just see like some strange, like small blue, not small, but there's some blue tiefling looking like straight up to this white plug bear. Strangely curious.
It's a normal day at Waterdale.
Can't say I've seen one around on these parts lately. But if one happens to blow through, I'll let you know.
Very pretty colors. Brick. Name's Brick. He holds
Malrai.
out his hand.
James would put the pen behind his ear and hold it at the left one.
You got your hand, and Brick just like. It's just gonna move. He's not like
So
he's not
awkward.
shaking your arm. He's just moving your arm up and down. Not really understanding how this works.
The immense strength from his grasp, despite even just how big he is, it surprises you. And when he grabs your hand with this iron grip,
Wow.
he almost lifts you off the ground with his handshake. It's very bizarre and not necessarily off-putting, but strange.
Quite a firm grip you got there.
Thank you. Built like brick.
You don't say. Huh.
Do you remember where the library is? Brick does not remember.
I would assume I at
You know,
least know
yeah.
where the
I mean,
library is.
you haven't been here too long, but you know the festival's coming up tonight, and you got here a few days early to assess the hunting grounds. Yeah, you
Yes,
definitely know
the hunting
where
grounds.
the library is. It's a big city, but it's not that huge. You're smart
Yeah.
enough to not get lost in it, like
So,
some people.
General direction then to the.
From where you guys are, yeah, actually,
That was a random guess.
nice.
I seem to recall the library is to the east.
Do you point?
I do point.
Okay. Brick was gonna walk in a different direction.
Alright.
Brick, like he points in the direction you point. That way.
That way.
Thank you. Have a good day, sir. Brick starts to like trudge through the crowd. Of
As
people.
you go to turn, Brick, you see like this like small like human child with like a ball just looking up at you and like, oh. Oh, gee, mister.
Hello, child.
It speaks.
You speak.
Like a concerned like mother kind of runs over, kind of grabs him, and she like kind of waves at you, and she leaves with her child so fast.
Fair.
Brick, I know he pointed you in the direction.
I'm gonna roll history for it.
I don't know if it would be. I'm gonna say investigation, because
It's the same. It's the same.
it's the same. Yeah. What's that modifier, Max?
-3.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Roll an investigation check for me. I'll give you advantage since he pointed you in the direction. At the very least.
With advantage.
With advantage.
What'd you get?
2.
What was the first one?
That was with advantage.
Did you get like a -2 on the first one?
Yikes.
I got a 0 on the first one.
With
My
the 2?
God, man.
Someone help this man.
Does Brick walk in a different direction?
Brick. James, you watch Brick turn around and start walking towards the ocean. completely unaware of anything right now.
Ah.
Brick, you feel so fucking confident that this is west or east.
Yeah, no, he knows where he's
You know
going.
exactly where you're going.
I'm concerned for the next
Just
few
We'll deal with that later if he's still alive.
Does Brick know how to swim?
Yeah.
Does Brick stop walking towards the ocean ever?
If he hits the end of town and doesn't find the library, yeah.
There's no library.
He'll like he takes like 5 seconds to like he like looks up at every like post that says like directions. He's just constantly reading. It takes him like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I would say eventually, it takes you a while. You can find your way to the library.
Brick will easily get distracted at stuff.
That's good.
If he sees anything very shiny, he will go towards it.
Shiny? On the way to the library? Roll a perception check.
I'm good at
I was
those.
gonna say, I think that's better. Hope it is.
19.
Yeah. On your way to the library, about 2/3 of the way there, you can see what might be a library. But to your left, just down the street, you see this this larger, not large, but this kind of like merchant cart with a cover over it. Those like, yeah, you know what I mean.
You know, that's right.
It's this like very like clean and like neat like black wood with these blue with this blue like wispy design through it, and 2 stark white horses that would be pulling it. And on the front,
you guys see Brick.
Yeah.
You see Brick walking towards the library. He just looks, as he looks in like random directions, and he turns to his left, and he just spots something, and you see him just completely stop, turn 90 degrees, and start walking in a different direction towards the cart.
It can't be this bad.
His
It's a fucking 5, dude.
intelligence
Hey.
It won't stay. I hope it doesn't stay this bad.
You
You need to be a person eventually. On the side of the cart, in this very like neat blue painted handwriting, you see a sign. It takes you a while to read, but eventually you can make out Mr. Mystic's Magical Menagerie on the side of it.
Shy. He'll walk up to the front. Hello. Is there anybody
Don't see
there?
anyone on or inside the cart. It is so from where you're standing and you just look through the cart. You just see you're at the front of it. You just look through and you see the back. It's just full of like these mundane kind of crates. You do hear it's mostly muffled from where you are. Excuse me. Excuse me. And then from almost like the parting of like a curtain, where you were looking through the cart, it's very bizarre, especially to Brick. It almost looks like the world just opens, like the parting of a curtain, where the entrance to the cart would be. And walking out, you see this red-skinned tiefling with similar-ish facial hair to the blue guy you met a little bit ago. He's wearing this top hat and these very much like carny clothes. These black and blue like carny clothes with like this cane. He kind of comes kind of stumbling out of the cart. Well, hi there. You look like a strong young man.
Thank
What
you.
can I do for you? They call me Mr. Mystic.
Brick like takes a minute. I was supposed to find a library.
The library is over there.
Can I see it from where I'm standing, or is it he points in the direction?
You can see where the library is.
Okay, nice.
From
nice.
where you
He
are.
points to the building. Brick
To the
knows where it
specific
is.
building, it's you can deduce that is probably a library.
cool.
It's big enough.
Nice. Have you seen a dragon?
A dragon? That's mighty curious of you. Why do you ask, friend?
Burning hurts. Want to punch it?
Burning. You didn't,
Yeah, and he puts his arms out in front of him, and it's just covered in burn marks.
that's mighty interesting situation you've gotten yourself in there.
yeah.
I haven't seen any dragons lately, but I'll let you know, friend. In the meantime, if it's dragons you're interested in, I got the thing for you. And he goes back into the car, and once he passes the threshold, he's just gone. He disappears behind curtains. You hear a little bit of rustling for a moment, and before you even see him, this massive lance he pushes through the front of the car. It's just very fine silver lance with golden dragon detailing. This is what I call the lance of dragon slaying. Only 20,000 gold. Kind of holds it up towards the sky. He's falling over a little bit. This puppy will kill any dragon immediately.
Brick pulls out. He goes into his pocket, pulls out a little pouch, pulls it open, starts counting real quick. 82 gold.
Slowly pushes the lance back in. I'm afraid my wares might be a little rich for your tastes. You see him half sneaking through now, looking at, just searching through what is still unexplained to you and confusing.
Brick is freaking out internally, but he's just going with it.
82 gold, 82. I'm not really saying. 82. I've got 85. 85 gold. Can I hear an 85 gold? 85 gold.
I have 82 gold. You can count it if you want.
That's all right, friend. I think I believe you. He just kind of looks at you.
Have a good day, sir. And Brick will walk in the direction of the library.
You too. Yeah. Eventually, without any distractions, you make your way to the library. But as you enter, we're gonna switch over to Othias. Othias, I believe you're still in the Blue Moon Inn. There's still a few hours until the festival. If you had anything you wanted to do.
No, probably not.
Okay.
Sitting there.
That's perfect.
It's like watching the in life / reading.
Yeah. You have
Not getting
one eye reading, one eye looking.
Just he's been on this page for forever.
Yeah. Page 1. No. In that case, James, where are you going? You have anything you want to do? Anywhere you want to go?
He's probably cornered somebody else. I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
You've managed to corner this small halfling man with this kind of shaggy light brown hair, these blue eyes. He's about a third of your height, maybe a little bigger. He's very small. He's looking around. Do you need something?
Oh yeah, just hoping you could tell me a little bit about the festival going on today.
Well, I don't know what much more there is to say. It's celebrating or honoring the Great War. It was 30 years ago today.
30 years ago.
Well,
Damn,
that's
a long time.
That's when it ended, at least. 30 years ago. Yeah. Sunset Festival. We're trying to honor those who were lost and stuff like that. very bad tragedy. So
How noble.
got to do something. Thank you. You know, I'm actually in charge of catering for the.
Are you now?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah. Thank you. What'd you say your name was?
James Malrai.
James Malrai. Doesn't sound familiar. My name's Luke. It's a pleasure to meet you. That's L-U-C,
Nice to meet you,
though.
Luke.
That's not, L-U-K-A-E or whatever.
Got it.
A lot of
Got
people
it.
make that mistake. So,
I can
I
imagine.
got my eye on you. He tries to walk away, but he's kind of cornered. So he's like, excuse me. Can I just,
Honestly, if he tried to walk away, I probably let him.
Yeah, he
like-
walks away.
Yeah.
I mean, this Waterdale being what it is and how much people travel through here actively, there's tons of people that definitely catch your eye, especially in
Yeah.
the case of traveling to experience the festival and the fireworks show and stuff like that. It's very interesting. It's a little
Very
overwhelming. You're like bouncing between people, like like you'll start asking someone a question, then see somebody with like crazy fucking hair. You're like, oh, I gotta go talk to that person. And
Holy
you just
shit.
leave, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
It's like a 9-foot tall, like Goliath of a man just covered in tattoos. You're like, that's awesome. Yeah. Do you have anything specific you'd like to do before the festival?
Not really.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. I just want to make sure we get to everybody. Brick at the library, which is called the Pile O Pages. You enter and it's a little more cluttered than you'd expect out of a library. There's no system of how books are sorted, first of all. They're just kind of thrown around on different shelves. It's a mess in here. In this kind of, it's this like circular building with a few layers going up that you can access by just stairs and ladders and stuff like that. In the middle, in this like circular desk with like a hole in the middle to sit at, is this very large hippo man with these like tiny reading glasses, kind of hunched over, like lost in a book, not really paying attention. It's very, very like empty in here. There's not many people. Are you looking for anything in particular? While in the library?
He would try to.
Yeah, that's the caveat. Do you want to try to?
He could try to. He'll
can
spend
certainly
maybe
try.
20 minutes, 30 minutes looking for a book just labeled the word dragon, because that's all the information he has currently about what he's looking for.
That's all he really
I'm
cares
gonna ask you to
about
roll
right now.
another investigation check.
That's great. I'll do with disadvantage or no.
Just general investigation.
Okay, I was like concerned with like how dirty it is. Maybe disadvantage.
You'll be okay.
12.
It definitely takes you a while. Just like trying to like the best way you can really figure it out is just by looking at like the spine of different books and like trying to make out the word dragon.
Brick is very he's not patient. He's not very patient.
Yeah, it takes you. It's a rough process.
He'll leave after
hell of
like
a
20
process.
minutes. Just if he can't find anything in like 30 minutes, he'll just leave.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. I expected it. I have a -5 to intelligence.
You're -3, right?
-3, not -5.
I
5
I was
total.
like, how?
Like, how did you
Dude, I was like,
Zero intelligence.
that immune to feeble mind. That'd be crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was immune already.
Wait, I'm gonna Google that. Real
As,
quick.
as you leave the library, a little bit of time has passed. You're not stupid enough to where you don't know what time is, thankfully.
No,
You
I
know
do
what time is. You know how to tell time is passing. So you're safe in that department. But the sun is beginning to set over the sea. It's a very beautiful sight. There are clouds almost forming around the sun. Not like literally, but it's very beautiful. And after a little bit, you can see people kind of gathering in the city square. That is adorned with these very like warm and vibrant. It's all sorts of different decorations. There are different stands set up in the center. There are just like banners of very warm colors. There's streamers up. It's very nice. There's a lot of people going around. They all look very interesting, very happy to be here. Yeah. The festival is just beginning. So if at some point either of you two would like to head towards the square to participate, that's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Othias will, just as soon as he hears, noise, will start to, head towards the outskirts of what's happening.
Okay.
Just kind of, observing
Okay.
from afar, and then, maybe getting closer later.
Okay. What are you doing, James?
In contrast to Othias, James is getting right in that shit.
That's awesome. This is exactly what I was excited about.
Yeah, it's what he does.
So the city square is square, I should say. It is more of a circular shape. All of the buildings kind of stop and are built around this large circle with this big fountain in the middle, which you would assume would be connected to sewers and stuff. That's how sewage works.
Yep.
There are different flower beds around it with all sorts of different blue, purple, pink, just these very unique flowers. Stands are set up all over the outskirts and a little bit on the inside. Brick, you would recognize the cart you saw earlier. No horses. The horses are gone. You don't know where they went. Sad.
How's that?
You see different games set up almost like different carnival games. The fireworks show doesn't start till sundown when it's dark out. But in the meantime, there's a lot to do when you're just looking around. What's everybody's passive perception?
11.
14.
Ooh, 14.
Okay. Here's what I'll say, James.
Can I actually roll perception
Yeah.
just because Othias is
Yeah,
just kind
I
of
was
looking
I was gonna
around?
say, if you would be looking around at things, James, you'd probably be looking around for people
Yep,
or anything
probably.
interesting. You can roll perception. It's the same for you, Othias.
Alright.
Brick, if you have a reason, you can absolutely roll perception too.
I got a 19.
Nice. What did you roll?
Let's just use the passive.
Okay, well, let's use the passive. 11.
Yeah.
Nice.
Brick, are you gonna roll, or are you just hanging out?
No, he's kind of just
Okay.
wandering around.
Othias, to your left and a little bit. You're the only one. Yeah. Who notices this? To your left and a little ways away, kind of in between two tightly packed buildings, you see this faint orange, almost misty glow. And then you see somebody kind of walk by, not really paying attention, and it scutters off deeper into the alleyway.
This is the most excitement Othias has had in
So long.
months. So, Othias, shoving that little voice in the back of his head down, just gonna go after it a little bit and
Okay.
kind of stay back, still, just from try to view from a distance, get a closer look, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, you kind of would you be making your way through or like around the main area of people? I don't know if you said. I'm sorry. I zoned out.
Oh no, probably around.
Okay. Taking the long ways just to kind of stay in your own little bubble. You go over to the alleyway and you don't see anything in that. You don't see anything in that area, but a little farther ways away, you see that same glow, kind of scuttering around. James, you said your passive was 11.
11.
Othias, are you trying to be like not stay out of sight, but kind of keep to yourself and not really draw attention, in a way?
Not necessarily.
Okay,
No.
gotcha. Yeah. Do you follow to the second glow?
As long as like not, is it kind of like in a closed like area, like an alleyway or something?
It's a little bit closer to the main area, the main circle of people, but it's not enclosed. It's just between two tight buildings, but it's not like you could go. There's two exits, and it's on either side of the alleyway, basically.
Okay.
It is about like
I
6
can't
feet
see it now.
in
It
between
dipped
each.
into it.
No.
So. Yeah, if it's not like super secluded, I guess Othias will go closer.
Okay. You go even closer and you investigate this second glow, and just faintly in the ground of this alleyway, there's like this faint crack in the ground, and you see that orange glow kind of poking out of it ever so slightly. Definitely not as bright as it was before when you first saw it.
He's just gonna watch.
Yeah.
See if anything happens from afar. He sounds like a coward, but he's seen a lot of stuff.
Oh, Nylan. It doesn't really move much. You do hear the faint crackling of what sounds like could be flames, but you're not necessarily sure if that's from what could be in the ground, or if it's from the different torches and like flames around you.
Okay.
James, while you're around the fair, I should call it the festival, all sorts of stuff like that. Just talking to a ton of people, you do talk to a few natives of Waterdale. Could I have you roll a general? It's something I've never done before. A general charisma check.
General charisma check?
D20 plus, I believe, 3.
Plus 3, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit, natural 20.
Holy shit, natural 20?
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
Bouncing between these different people, you speak to a dwarf, a female dwarf with this red hair, kind of light stubble. She tells you a few things. With a natural 20, you learn that this specific festival this year is much more heavily guarded than the rest. And looking around, I mean, you all would see soldiers of the Empire in that black metal armor with the tapestry. I don't know if that's the right word. The flag going down the right shoulder, all with like spears at their sides. You learn that people have been reporting strange glowing creatures in the middle of the night, and that a few people have gone missing, and there have been strange rumbling sounds beneath the earth.
Interesting.
She explaining it to you. She kind of is like looking around a little bit and like kind of brings you in close to tell you. Do you inquire further about any of these?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say yeah with the fucking natural 20. Yeah, you get all that. Nice, man. I'm proud of you.
Would Othias know this, or is 6 months not enough?
You wouldn't have seen anything yourself necessarily, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're like out frequently at night. You might have seen a few more of these glows, but nothing like you've seen like today necessarily.
Haven't like heard any like conversations or anything.
You've definitely heard passive conversations about like intentionally the whispers between people.
Okay.
What you know about this is it doesn't seem necessarily talked about outwardly.
Gotcha.
I probably wouldn't say you've necessarily seen a glow like this vibrant before. This is definitely still like captivating to you.
Right. Can I? Is there like a guard nearby or something like that?
Yeah. I mean, easily enough. You can definitely close enough nearby to you.
Trying to not take my eyes off of it, I'm just gonna go to like the nearest guard. Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Do you need help?
No, nothing like that. But you may want to take a look at something over here.
Kind of looks over with you. He's a little shorter than you. The armor covers the entirety of the body, so you can't make out many details. He looks over at the glow.
Don't think that that's supposed to be a part of the festival, do you?
No, it's certainly not.
Yes.
He pulls out this small this like very fine like gem rock with a like swirling like hole in the middle of it, and he kind of holds up to his mouth. Sir, I think there's another one. Yeah, festival. Puts it down. Sir, I think you should leave this to the guard. We've got it handled. Go enjoy the festival.
All right.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you, makes sure you like walk away.
Othias is gonna stay in the area.
Okay.
Like,
Are you hiding or just like
not trying to be
hovering?
stealthy about
Okay,
it, really.
that's fine.
Just kind of like walking, maybe further into like where the festival is.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like 20 feet away. Just like, but still like generally like, kind of waiting.
He definitely has like his eye on you, and he's kind of waiting next to the glow. Eventually, you see a few more guards kind of come over and block off the area entirely. That the alleyway and like are kind of outside, making sure no one gets in.
Interesting.
Brick. Walking around the festival, you would notice multiple people are wearing these like green ribbons around like their arms or their legs. It's only some people. Some people don't have them. Some people have like 2 or 3 or even 4. It's just different like amounts of these ribbons. And you would notice the B plot here. Sorry. This kind of stand set up called the Pickpocket's Prize. Do you inquire further?
Yes.
Going up, you see this tall half-orc woman with this kind of violet skin and this short black hair that kind of falls and curls over her face. She doesn't have one of the ribbons, but they're like all there's like tons of them like on the like the actual stand. Hello. Do you want to participate?
What am I participating in?
Oh, you haven't even heard. So,
I've not been told nothing.
basically, at this stand, you take one of these ribbons, right? And you tie it around, and you have to collect as many as you can without being spotted. You have to take as many as you can from other people. And the person who has the most wins a prize.
Cool.
Yes.
How do I participate?
Oh, you just take this ribbon right here. You try and take as many as you can from other people, without being spotted. If you are spotted, you have to give up all your ribbons and start over. So be careful. And she'll give you one of the green ribbons. You specifically have to wear it like visibly on you.
Tied around my forehead?
Yeah, sure. But you can't like tie it like in your bag or whatever. You can't. You can't just have it. You know, it's got to be visible. Cool. So that's there. Do you go around trying to just like take things? Take them. Okay. You see toward a few feet from you, like from the stand, a few feet from the stand, literally, is this what looks to be this kind of water genasi woman in this very fine green dress that kind of flows and falls to the ground. Blue hair, kind of entirely swept to the left. She has about 5 or 6 of these all just like along her arm, and it looks like she's like in conversation with somebody else. It looks like similar to her. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to steal.
Okay. Are you trying to sneak up and just like?
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Okay.
sneaky.
Roll stealth and then roll sleight of hand to actually get it off of her. She's gonna roll.
So stealth was a 24.
Okay. She's gonna roll perception.
And sleight of hand was a 25.
So.
Oh dear.
God.
I can't tell if this was good or bad.
We'll see.
I think it was funny is what it was.
Going over, you kind of crouch down and, as much as you can, become unseen. Surprisingly, you are able to pretty well kind of blend into the crowd and kind of get low. And as you kind of sneak over, you reach to grab her the first ribbon, which is like on her wrist. And she turns to walking, and it completely just backhands you in the face on accident. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, dear. She goes to like help you up.
We're just like.
She doesn't look very strong. She tries to like help you up.
No, she tried.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, she kind of like kneels down to help you.
Okay. Does this mean I got caught?
I don't even know what to have you roll for that. Like, you're not lying. I guess you just say that. Yeah, sure. I was like, roll this. No. I was that caught me so off guard.
Roll something.
She just kind of looks at you and looks down to the ribbon on your head.
It's on my forehead. She slapped me in the face. Yeah.
No, but this does, and she just grabs it.
But I was told you're not supposed to be caught taking it. This means you lose all your ribbons.
She looks at you. Looks back to her friend, who's dying laughing. And she looks at her arm that's just covered in these ribbons. And
shit.
slowly, one by one, takes them all off. Takes them in like this just clump. She doesn't time you or anything. Just puts them in your hand. It just storms off. You have 7 ribbons. 7 green ribbons.
Woohoo!
To have on yourself as you wish forever.
Can I tie them all in one spot?
Or
do I have to put them on different parts of my body?
It has to be clear that you have that, like, they have to be, like, they can't just be stacked on one place. Like,
Yeah, but can I, like, make them into a line of, like, can I make it look like I have one big one?
yeah, you can do that.
Great. I now essentially have what is just the, like, the long sleeve of a shirt in just green.
That's awesome.
He looks so proud of himself.
This woman looks like, you say, like, does that mean I win? She looks bewildered. She just storms off. She goes to get, like, a new ribbon and start over.
How pissed does she look?
Roll insight. James, you see this woman just storm off from the bugbear on the ground that you met earlier. You can both roll insight if you want.
Alright, I'll roll insight. Why not?
It's a +2. I'll take it. A 3! Natural 1!
James, what'd you get?
Let me see. That's a 16.
Okay. Brick, you watch this woman walk off. I don't even know. It's just hard to read. You're so distracted by how proud you are of yourself. James, you watch this woman walk off. She is seething. Like, she is so mad. She's so... Yeah, it definitely catches your eye.
Okay, then.
But you see the bugbear stand up again, just really tall. His arm is just green.
I see. Okay.
He looks so happy with himself.
sees the bugbear goes logical deduction mode, just like, okay.
So she did roll a natural 1 to perceive you.
Nice.
But I thought this was way funnier.
This was way funnier.
You won anyways.
This was way funnier.
Othias, how long do you spend waiting, or just like in this area, I guess, by the thingy?
Just until something cool happens.
Okay. You wait a while.
Like that kid in front of Mr. Incredible's house.
Yeah. You wait a while, and over time, more and more guards kind of show up around it. They put up like a sheet so you can't see into the alleyway. It's just like faint, like the faint outline of shadows. You can't even really tell. But there are like 10 to 12 guards at this point, just like swarmed around this crack in the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do I see anything in the festival like that Othias might happen to be interested in? Like, is it just games, or is it just like are there no like cool travelers or like anything like
You
that?
see a very large bugbear with a green
You do
arm.
see that. You see
Othias definitely stares at you for a second, at least. Just taking it in.
I mean, there's tons of different like fair activities. There's like food stands. There's Let me see something real fast, 'cause you might be interested in. It is mostly like different contests and games to win prizes. There's stuff like just like arm wrestling contests, drinking contests. There's like a big like mud pit with like a rope. It's like a tug of war kind of thing. Something that catches Othias's attention.
Just like, yeah. I don't know.
I don't.
Something cool.
Something cool. I mean, it's very cool in here.
Sparkly. I don't know.
You see that that same cart, that same cart that I described to Brick earlier, Mr. Mystic's Magical Menagerie. You see like that the blacksmiths in this town have a little stand set up just selling like uniquely like designed weapons with just like interesting looks on them.
Yeah, Othias just he would go over there, I guess. Well, kind of like keeping an eye out on the weird alleyway situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's close enough to where you can still like look over there and keep like an eye on it. I'm gonna have you roll. This is. Well, this is use your passive. I'll say you can roll another perception to just like while you're like around, just kind of be looking at that because you're much farther away.
21.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Cool.
It's just like different guards kind of like coming in and out, kind of like talking to each other. You're too far to really hear anything though. The blacksmith. There's a much bigger building off end of the town, but they have this little stand set up called Lion Steel Jr. You see two hobgoblins, red skin, the stick, one male, one female. The male has this thick black hair that's just it's very short. It kind of spikes up around the forehead. He's just wearing general kind of blacksmithing garb. A little bit of like soot and like coal on his face. Pretty dirty. The female has long, very like thin, silver hair, covered in jewelry and different things like that. She also, despite like what she's wearing, she's also covered in soot and like it looks like she's been working very hard. They have like a mini like nothing crazy. It's not like a full-on forge or anything. But they have a little area where they're like adding designs to these different weapons that people are asking for.
Cool.
Brick, you see a face painting station. Anyways,
Oh no.
how could I not, dude? It's so funny. Yeah. Do you like approach or anything, or are you just kind of looking at that?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
take a look at some of the things if there's anything on like display or anything.
Okay.
Simply window shopping.
Simply window shopping. I don't know why I said that. No one said that to you back. I just repeated what you said. Ignore
But
that.
did I hear something?
You looked at the sky, the DM. I mean, they're all just these very like. You see, specifically, a great sword kind of on display, with this blue ribbon like wrapped around it that kind of looks a little worn. But the sword is very like finely crafted. It has towards the tip of the blade, it kind of goes into this slightly more blue steel, and kind of almost transitions down into just like a darker kind of stony looking steel like material. The front is covered in these like what languages do you speak actually?
Common, Elvish, and Golka. I don't know what that is.
I don't think Golka exists.
I wrote it down a long time ago.
Not celestial. Yeah, it's just runes in this vaguely like celestial looking language that you can't quite make out.
I pick it up.
Okay. It's very finely balanced. You pick it up and they kind of like look at you, but like other people are also holding weapons. It's not like you can't just grab it or anything.
Trace my hand along it.
It's a really nice sword. The
Swing it.
it's just like
I swing a little bit.
yeah, it makes this kind of I can't do like a whooshing sound, but like a sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's big, it's heavy, it's scary, it's powerful, just how you like it. The female hobgoblin kind of notices you, kind of walks over. I see you found the moon-touched greatsword, as we've been calling it.
Ah. Interesting. Interesting name.
Yes. Well, I'll show you why it's called that. And she kind of delicately,
Oh.
delicately runs her fingers. What's going on? Delicately runs her fingers across the runes on the blade, and you see it light up with this moonlight kind of light. It's not a huge radius. It's about 15 feet, and then it kind of dwindles after that. But while it's like this, the runes kind of spark up.
Wow. This is very,
It's very nice.
very pretty. What do the runes say?
If you look here, she kind of traces it like while she reads it to you. For the moon. It's an ancient enchantment on it. Are you interested?
No, I'm alright.
Do you have any money, Othias?
I have some.
Okay. Just curious. Are you sure? It's very it hits a little harder than most swords, I've been told.
Really?
Yes.
In my experience, it's not the sword, it's the wielder that hits hard.
Whatever you say. Once it looks like you've like lost interest in the sword, she kind of loses the attitude. She's like, whatever. She kind of walks away after you say that.
Alright, well, Matthias is just gonna stay there for an awkwardly long time after that, kind of just like looking at more whatever there is to offer.
At the weapons stand or around?
Yeah,
Okay. There's not too much more than the greatsword that necessarily catches your eye.
Oh, okay.
There's just finely created crafted weapons. There's a few like interesting arrows that you kind of see, but nothing that really stands out to you specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like a spear that looks like that looks like a bird at the end. It doesn't look like it'd be very like.
Oh, interesting.
It's yeah. If that's your style.
What is this?
The male hobgoblin walks over. Oh, this is the what I've been calling the albatross's point. If you
Have you ever seen an albatross?
know,
I have.
okay,
Yeah.
definitely lacks the
Beautiful creature.
the attitude to sell that his wife has. I mean, if you see here, it's if you poke with it, it packs a little more of a punch, you know, and has a little bit of extra like range on it because of like wind magic and stuff.
May look nice.
Yeah.
Although, something like this will never do
Oh,
the creature known as the albatross quite enough favor.
it's.
Isn't that right?
I mean, I guess so. I just thought it's like a bird, right? I don't know, what does it look like?
I don't know what an albatross looks like.
I was hoping you knew.
He's a
Matthias
big
knows.
bird.
You describe an albatross to him. He's like, oh, that's cool. You look at like the bird like pattern and design. It is not an albatross. It is not modeled after an albatross. It's just some bird. Sorry,
Are you sure this is an albatross?
that's what I named it.
Doesn't really meet my description, and I've seen one.
I know. My wife usually does the whole selling thing, but she didn't want to talk to you.
Oh. Did I say anything?
She just like I don't know. Did you? Kind of looks at you. Like just looks you up and down.
I suppose it's probably because I didn't want to buy your little sword over there.
Little sword. It's average for a great
Have you
sword.
seen some of the people at this fair?
Well, I mean, like,
Looks over to Brick.
as you say that, Brick, are you at the face painting station? Okay.
Rick's trying to steal more things.
Othias, you look over.
You turn to
Can I
look,
watch his...
and
He's like mid-stealing something.
you turn to look, and Rick is like he's slowly like crouching down into the crowd, reducing his height
Yeah,
as far
there's
as
like
he can.
a sea of people
Maybe
where
I'm
you
wrong,
are. He
maybe he's
just
getting smaller.
he looks like he shrinks. Well, it's like I don't know. Making things is hard. It's expensive.
Oh, no, it's beautiful. Don't take offense.
Are you lying to him?
I merely prefer mine more. No?
Okay. More wood.
More than yours.
It's not. Listen. It's not the size of an object. It's how you use it in battle. Okay. It doesn't have to be size. It doesn't matter.
Exactly what I seem to have said to your little friend.
What'd you say to my wife?
Oh, your wife, of course.
Yes. Listen, if you're not going to buy the spear or the very fine albatross's point, maybe I could interest you in.
What if I do want to buy it?
Well,
I don't.
he looks like overwhelmed. Like he is not supposed to be the one talking to people and selling things. Do you?
What were you saying?
I don't even remember. He's just like looking at like he's just trying to like look at any of the weapons. He's like looks back at like just like a rack of like long swords and stuff. Looks at you.
He just turns and walks away.
Yeah, he just kind of
That's what I
slowly he's like looking at you. He just has to like back up slowly, and like he just goes over to his wife. Brick, if you're just like over the course of the festival trying to take ribbons from people, you currently have 7, I believe. Roll.
Should we have a roll at D100?
No, that's so many. Roll just sleight of hand for me.
16.
Come on.
Is that another natural one?
Yeah.
Yay!
You walk over, you see that same water genasi woman. Not as many on her arm. She has about 3. A little bit closer to the shoulder now. But that just kind of like looking around.
I'll roll sleight of hand again. I assume.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Yeah. You walk over. You sneak over to her, I assume, man. Noticing she has a few more than everyone else. Seems to be better at this. Somehow.
Somehow. Some way.
You slowly take one off. It's not tied very tight. As per the rules. And just... How many are you going for? All of them?
No, he'll just take one and it'll like creep away slowly.
All right, you have 8 now. 8
Cool.
green ribbons.
Oh
He counts his ribbons like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 8. Cool.
You see that same little boy from earlier in the day, like looking at you. He has like 3 on like his leg. Wow, you must be really good at that.
Brickley, he like turns slowly, puts his finger up to his mouth. Shh. Say nothing.
Okay.
And he creeps into the crowd.
Mommy? He goes. He's like. I think the city's haunted. We switch over.
Oh, I forgot. I look like a ghost.
You stand out insanely.
Nice.
We switch over, James. With your just kind of natural expertise, not literally, but in your job and journalism and stuff like that, you do notice that that kind of swarm of guards over in that alleyway.
Wow.
The glow at this point is you can't see the glow anymore. But you don't know. Same for you, Othias. James, you didn't see that first glow, but you don't see anything. Othias, you don't see the glow anymore.
I just see an unusual amount of
You
guards.
see a lot of guards and like specifically things blocking people off from going into that alley and things blocking people off from seeing into it.
Okay then.
Up to you what you do with that information. There are a few people like
Probably nothing at the moment.
as well as you kind of looking over. But they get pointed away from other guards.
Probably nothing at the moment.
Okay. It is at this point that it's starting to get a little darker. By little, I mean night falls. Oh, bye, teal
Might be
music.
falling. There goes the bot.
There goes the bot.
Bye.
There's a time limit on it.
No. I gotta cut all this out. Come on. Come back. You can do it.
This is why the bot sucks.
There's a time limit on it.
I didn't know it just like wouldn't
And
come
if Dooski
back.
didn't have to edit
This
before.
happened in my campaign, and we had to use.
I thought you were just silly.
YouTube. No, I wasn't being silly. It just left. It just wouldn't let me activate.
Well,
it
I'm the
again.
best, so he's back. Anyways, yeah,
We did give up a lot. We did give up a lot faster in my campaign when we did that. We just
yeah.
instantly went
I don't have time to fix it. Night does fall, and
We'll just cut that.
it's fine.
Just cut it.
And from around the city, and Othias and James, you would definitely know this is a tradition to release lanterns into the sky. These kind of floating lanterns kind of float off and fill the night
Like
sky.
entangled.
Yeah, like entangled.
Pretty neat.
It's pretty neat.
Brick uses this opportunity when everybody's looking up to go steal more shit.
Roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Of course he does.
I'm taking them all from the Janazi lady,
Okay,
by the way.
she at this point in the day has about 5.
Nice. She's good at this.
She's supposed to be. She keeps rolling like.
Natural 20.
She rolls
rolls a
a
12.
third natural 1 in a row.
Oh my
nice.
god.
My God.
I'm so glad you said with advantage because the first one was a 6 + 6.
Oh my god. Yeah, she doesn't notice anything. They're like all on like her different limbs. You just.
Just go-
They're all gone. All gone.
Nice.
So you had 8.
This poor lady.
You have 13. You look around. Nobody has this many. Do you want to go for more on other people? Just for fun? You see the little boy.
He doesn't know when the contest ends.
The little boy you saw earlier has about 6 at this point.
I'm imagining that,
He's wearing
that
them like a
James probably
bandana.
has one tied on one of his horns.
Yeah. James, we'll say, has one. Unless you want to try and get more, James. The little boy has about
Rick
5.
doesn't know when this
Around
ends,
his
so
neck.
he's just gonna keep
Probably-
taking
okay.
them.
Probably. I probably won't be going out of my way for it.
Okay. For the purposes of this,
Rick was given a mission.
I'm gonna ask you to roll 2d8.
2D8.
2d8 and just tell me the total.
Okay, let me get my D8s.
Okay.
Where are my D8s?
It's just for Max?
Yes, it's just for Max.
7.
Unless you want to like go around like taking things, like
I can
actively
roll
like
it.
he is.
I can roll a single D because I'm not actively doing it, but
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
You get 7,
I
Brick.
rolled a 4 and a 1.
So,
A 4 and a 3.
Okay,
not a
I was
4 and
like,
a
that
1.
doesn't matter.
I'm
Roll a
just
1,
an idiot.
baby!
Don't worry about it.
James, you get one more. Brick, you have 20 now.
Brick, you see Brick, like, he stands up and his arms are just covered in
They're just like dangling from you. They're like tied to each other. It's awesome.
Brick, like, unseen completely in the crowd, stands up, just becomes a monument.
You see the water genasi woman on like a bench with none, just like head in her hands, looking down. Her friends like consoling her.
I now have one for each horn.
At the stand, you just like passing by over time, you would notice there's like a previous champion of last year. She has like 5 posters of her face under last year's champion. It's like some employee of the month shit in SpongeBob. It's like it's only her face.
God damn.
But she rolled 3 natural ones, so she loses. I didn't know that could happen.
Holy shit.
I go back, as like I'm passing by, I was like, is there a time limit?
On the stand.
Yeah, as I'm talking to the ladies, like, is there a time limit, or am I supposed to just keep taking these?
You have about. I don't know. I look at my wrist. She looks at the sun or the sky,
The
the
moon.
moon at this point.
Wherever it is at this point.
She looks at something. She kind of holds up a little clipboard thing. About 5 more minutes. She kind of looks up at you. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
Um,
I'm very confident in my ability to sneak.
okay. I'm sure you are. Roll a perception check, Brick.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
What's my modifier for? Nice, 22.
Serious?
Yeah.
She rolled a 21.
Nice.
You while the half-orc lady says this, she kind of like looks behind you, like I'm sure you are, and you look around, you see the water genasi woman like trying to like take him off. She looks like she's doing a good job. She has 2 of the ones that were like on your arm. She's like, ah. She looks up at you.
Hello. You've been caught. Rick holds out his hand.
How many more?
She has none. She tried to take them from me.
You just you don't gain any, but you don't lose any because you rolled.
Yeah.
That's dude. She has a +6.
I have a +6.
Dude, she's rolled 3 natural ones today. I've rolled 3 natural ones. That's all I've rolled is natural ones.
I feel so bad for this lady.
It's fine. You know what?
It's so funny though.
It's gonna be a lot worse when you figure out what you win.
Oh no.
You don't know what the prize is.
I have no. Brick didn't ask. Brick did not ask. He was told to go do something and he went to go do it.
So before the fireworks show starts, in a few minutes in World, do you guys have anything you want to do around? Do you want to look for any more games over that period?
I could probably try to take a couple more.
How tall is Catman's character?
How tall is James? 5'6".
5'6".
I'll just keep lookout for people trying to steal my ribbons.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking with you. That's-
Well, one second. Nope. Well, eventually, it was a 5. It was a 5. Yeah, you see the little boy, like tiptoeing up.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh.
He has a -2 to his stealth specifically.
I thought so.
You could maybe gather that he's been getting his ribbons out of petty, or a pity. He's like behind you, like trying to sneak up. He'll never see this one coming. You feel like a tiny hand kind of crawl up your back and. Oh shoot!
I think I'm too tall. I will hear him. I'll turn around. Hello.
Hi. Looks at his ribbons. Oh man. You get 3 more. It doesn't matter though, because you win.
No, he didn't try to take any. As far as I'm aware.
He goes to give them to you.
You didn't steal anything from me. This is the same amount you had before.
I didn't take anything from you.
Go on. Have fun.
Scampers off into the crowd. Eventually the time goes down and you win. You bring your ribbons up to the half-orc lady. I guess there wasn't any doubt in my mind that you would win this time. I mean, you have like twice as much as the last champion. She kind of looks over at the water genasi.
To the genasi.
Just on the bench, like curled up. Well, I guess you win. She hands you this like small wooden box. And inside is this pair of like not like these like fingerless gloves that like very gently go over the hands. Do you put them on?
I attempt to.
Yeah, they're a little tight, but they seem like flexible enough. You put them on, and as they kind of like slide over your hand, they just turn completely invisible. You are wearing the gloves of thievery. They're not attunement. Okay. I know. I didn't.
Damn.
So you gain a +5 to sleight of hand and lock picking. Wow. They're not attunement. I didn't know who was gonna win. It was completely up in the air. I made these so long ago. So yeah. Holy shit. Was not expecting that.
That's a homebrew item?
No, it's just a D&D item.
That's what I thought.
DMG. Yeah, you win. People are still kind of wearing their ribbons just for fun. Around. You have so many of them.
If I see the child, the competition's over. If I see the child, I'll go and give him all of my ribbons.
Oh, hey, Mr. Elf. Like, I'll fall into his arms. I don't know what to do with these.
Have fun.
Okay. Kind of like wanders off. Eventually, the whole kind of almost the whole town, a good half of them that are here attending the festival, will quiet down. Not like completely, but we'll kind of get a little quieter. And in the sky, you see a faint, this faint kind of light go up. And you see this one orange firework followed by tons of others. It goes on showing just these differently colored fireworks before it stops for a minute, and you see one go up slowly. And as it explodes, you see hundreds of small blue little specks. And then you see one more go up. And
Rick is panicking.
You see one more go up. And this
PTSD.
This orange ring forms around them. This orange like firework ring forms around them, and it just kind of collapses in on itself. And the sky goes dark. And then everything kind of quiets down, and you start to hear more kind of crackling, but you don't see any fireworks. It's dark and it's quiet as people are trying to figure out where the sound is coming from. Othias, beneath you, this from the alleyway, this crack kind of forms through the ground out like this kind of rapid, almost snaking pattern. As it extends out differently behind you, this crack in the ground splits the earth between you, and like between your legs, and you have to step over to avoid falling. And you see a hole that looks like it's almost. You see bits of like the sewers underneath the city, and a few orange glows, as well, crawling up to the top. At this point, people are screaming and running as different buildings begin to kind of collapse in this like area around the center. People are running. Guards are kind of running forward, and the entire the area gets cut off completely, almost, and this just big circular like platform, kind of a few feet out from everything else that you are on. There's a few other like stragglers.
Do I see anyone like in special need of like help?
Yeah, there's a few people trying to get over. You see a mother and a little boy with tons of different like ribbons wrapped around his arms, all these green ribbons. It looks like his mother is caught on you guys' side. He's trying to like reach over to her, but he can't quite reach. He's very small. She looks a little injured. She looks like she's limping. You see a little blood running down the side of her leg.
Othias is gonna just like try to run over there if he can and like pick up the little boy. Drop the ribbons. You don't need those. And
Okay.
kind of just like pick him up and like run towards wherever the mother is going.
As you run, a few more cracks form in the ground. You run and you're able to set.
Quickly now.
Okay. What's happening?
I know as little as you.
Okay. You're able to get him to his mother without much trouble. She kind of takes him. She's thank you. She's like shaking.
Go to safety.
Okay.
Consider going out of the town. I don't know where this is going to go.
Yeah. She runs over to a small group there with some guards that are like helping people get out. Most of the guards.
Othias is gonna go there too, probably.
Okay.
If there's more people that need help.
Everyone's out of this main area. Mostly, you do see. As you turn to go help other people, you and the other two of you would also see towards the center this very tall, about 7'4" figure, very slim, in this kind of cloak that cuts off at around here. From here on, it's pretty normal. You see this like kind of almost canine, like humanoid like body. Up here, underneath the hood, is just like different lumps on the back, and you see this massive glaive on their back, kind of that they go to reach for. You see at their side a smaller, dwarvish-looking figure. It looks like he's doing these like weird hand motions. You would all see this very clearly.
Brick, thinking this man is in trouble, run over and grab. Come on, now is the time. We need to leave.
Would you ask?
Sorry. Where did they come from? Below.
So the figures look like, yeah. So they basically, from what you saw, this crack formed and these glowing lights started to spread up. You're not quite sure where these two figures came from. They're standing like directly next to it, but kind of in the depths of it, you also see 4 goblinoid-looking figures. It's very strange. They look almost made of magma, with these flaming like arms and hands. One of them, it looks like it has these slim, long wings and these long, jagged fingernails and this big goblinoid nose. Brick, you go to help the
Yeah, he's gonna run over and try to grab the dwarf.
the dwarf. Roll the grapple.
Cool. Is this just strength? Right?
It'll be athletics.
Athletics.
Yes.
Okay. 16.
16. You go to grab this this dwarven figure, and the taller figure just grabs the back of their cloak and just pulls them away from you. As this happens, and you look up.
I'm taller than him.
Yeah. Well, you look. You look. I mean, you know what I mean. The taller figure has this dog-like, this dog face, basically, with these pointed black ears with like fur, brown furred kind of detailing. These razor-sharp teeth that kind of drool with saliva, and these piercing yellow eyes. And from under the cloak, you see something that doesn't make any sense. You see what could almost be more heads. You see about three or four more heads, all staring into you. And as they pull this dwarven figure back, they go to draw the glaive, and I guess roll initiative.
Cool.
What does it look like they're trying to do exactly?
These like right now with Brick, or just
Just like in general.
Should
I roll insight or something?
Yeah, I'd say roll insight if you're trying to discern what they're doing.
Are we all rolling
just, like,
initiative
what
here?
Yeah.
Are they just like standing there, or is are they
Okay.
going somewhere, or like doing something? I don't know.
The bigger one was like looking out, like going to take this glaive off his back. The dwarven figure looked like he was casting something.
Gotcha.
It would be like Arcana to figure out what it might be. If you think Othias could know.
Okay, well I got 21 on insight, but I can roll
Okay.
it for Arcana if you want.
Uh,
I'm rolling high. Wow.
You might as well roll initiative while you're at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then 20 for Arcana.
Okay. Before we get into like initiative stuff here, in your long history, around all of Mayanien,
Very long.
very long, you would recognize the spell to be some sort of modified dimension door.
Get away from there! They're opening a portal. And with that, I'll
initiative?
roll initiative. Nat 1.
God.
Wait, actually?
Yes. My luck has come to an end.
Top of the round, James. So, you rolled the 23. You got the highest. You see Brick just dart over to try and grab the small dwarven figure. Made something, casting some sort of spell. And
I probably, as all this is going on, I'm probably like viciously writing things down. just like, oh, I am so gonna get paid for this.
yeah. In the distance of about 20 feet away, you see Othias, that Shader Kai figure. Looks like he was just finished helping somebody out of this
I would assume
arena.
I've seen him before.
Yeah, you've seen him one or two times around town, I would say.
Yeah.
What are you
Okay.
doing? Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think that's my
Okay.
turn.
The dog-like figure is going to... dog-like, yeah, sure. Is going to strike at you, Brick, with this big glaive.
Okay.
Basically, as he pulls the dwarf out of the way, he takes off the glaive from his back and in the same motion slashes at you. That's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. You take 8 slashing damage,
Cool.
and I need you to make a strength save.
Okay. 14.
14. Okay. As the slash kind of hits you, you are able to brace your arm up in front of you to not get pushed back or knocked prone, as you could maybe imagine an attack like this would do.
I'm trying to help you.
I've been craving a fight. And as the dog man says this, the smaller dwarf says, "My God, what we came here for? Let's leave." And they are going to just kind of and then turn into like dust. As far as Brick knows. Brick, it's your turn. The two people you're trying to help and then hit you just fucking turn to like this arcane like green dust.
Brick has no idea if they're just not there anymore. He's just gonna take his whip out and just swing it in a circle to see if he hits anything.
Roll the hit.
I've never used melee. What's the modifier for this?
A whip.
Dex?
I think it's finesse.
It is.
So it'd be your
Yes,
dex.
23.
You're swinging it around. You don't. There's nothing there.
God damn it! Where'd you go?
You don't hear anything. Until from the cracks around this kind of at this point what looks like it could be an arena makeshift. You see those small like magma goblinoids crawling out. You see that one fly up into the air. Is that your turn?
No.
Okay. What else do you want to do?
How many are there?
There's 3 like just like ground ones kind of crawling and like just making these insane like hyena laughing noises almost, and there's one that flies up. So there's 4 total.
Brick looks at them. I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
Brick looks at them. I can take my anger out on you. And he's gonna run over and he's gonna try to hit the one that's flying.
Okay. Yeah. It's on its turn, so it can't technically move up, so it's still in range with you.
It's a 15-foot range too.
Yeah. There you go. Definitely can reach it.
That was a 25.
25's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
7.
Okay.
And then, am I within attack? Am I within attacking range of the other goblins?
Not currently, but they could theoretically use their movement to just move at you, but not currently. No. They're still crawling up from the ground.
Oh,
basically.
I forgot. They haven't taken a turn. I have sneaky.
That's right. You
I have
do damage.
I have surprise attack.
That's
attack.
2d6.
Yep. An extra 6 damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty rough.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to alacrity.
Okay.
I don't want to dash. Nobody else is within 15 feet of me.
No.
Right? Do I have any movement left?
You move to get towards the 2 figures before your turn. That it would have been about 15 feet to get over to this guy.
Okay. So
You still have plenty of movement.
Move,
15 feet.
I'll move the 15 feet and I'll hit another goblin.
Can you do that?
With alacrity, I can make 1 weapon attack against a creature I've not hit this turn.
This is true. Go for it.
And I will get sneaky damage on this if I connect.
Okay.
Does a 18?
Yes.
Okay. $15 total.
Okay. So you run over with your whip and you swing it towards that first flying one and just slam it into the ground. It goes ah! And then you run over and immediately hit the second one that's closest to you. You swing and the whip wraps around it, and then you move the whip and you pull, and it just and it explodes. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Damn.
Okay.
You fucking killed it.
Dex, I'm good at. 21 total.
That passes by fucking 10. You take 5 fire damage as you succeed.
Okay.
Is that your turn? Now? Okay.
It's a big explosion radius.
Actually, that's right. You weren't in range of it, so ignore that. It just dies.
Oh,
It still
okay.
explodes, but it's 10 feet, so it doesn't even hit you. I forgot, man.
Nice.
You're crazy.
I got that attack.
Yeah.
damage. Yeah.
This is your build. Let me just mark off that one. Two of the Magmans, seeing you fucking just eviscerate this one,
Fucking got angry.
are gonna climb out of the hole. One's gonna move towards James, all 30 feet to get to you, and make an attack.
Does
I
he
guess
walk
me-
out of my
I guess me?
attack range?
This one wouldn't have been in your range. It's 15 feet, I know, but there were like different points across the thing.
Oh, okay.
There were two close to you that you killed one. That's gonna be a. Ooh, I finally rolled good today.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be a dirty 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
You take 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage.
Which I believe
Okay.
you're resistant to.
Ow. Oh, shit.
So you take 4, I'll say. Yeah, it's 4 because you take the highest. Nice.
Okay.
And that.
Perks of being a tiefling.
Yeah, there you go. And then he hits you, and it notices the fire doesn't really do as much to you.
Oh, I am variant tiefling. Does that change?
It doesn't. It just changes your innate
No.
spells, so you're good.
Okay.
He looks down at his claws and hisses at you, and it sets ablaze. And then one is gonna run over and try and hit Brick with all 30 feet. That's a
By the way,
yeah.
am I like imagine myself to be like kind of farther away, like 60 feet or something. Is that right?
You'd be a from
We
how
were-
big?
We were 40 feet away, I believe, before.
It'd be around 45 feet from where like the center of this kind of fight is from you. You're about 40 feet away, Othias.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I didn't mean
You're
to
fine.
interrupt.
Brick, that's a
Information is knowledge.
16 to hit. I believe that misses.
Misses.
He takes this slash at you, and it just you move, and the whip moves naturally and just wraps around its wrist, and it grabs it and manages to break free, but it misses its attack on you. And then the flying one that you hit is going to fly back up like just a few feet and attempt to fucking dive bomb you.
Nice.
That is a. That's not gonna hit either. That's a miss. It's a 15 to hit.
Nice.
Okay. Next up is Othias.
Alrighty. So they're all in the air, right?
So one's in the air that just kind of swooped down and tried to attack Brick. One ran towards James, and then one is trying to attack Brick right now. So there's two attacking Brick. One's in the air, and then one is just over by James.
Okay. So 2 on the ground.
Yeah,
One in the
basically.
air. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And James is.
James
I
is
assume
farther from
farther
you.
than
He's
me
around.
than
He's
Brick.
around 55 feet. Brick is full 40. I'll say.
Gotcha.
Imagine James just writing in a notebook as he gets hit in the face.
Probably what he was doing, honestly.
I think Othias is gonna use Blessing of the Raven Queen and teleport 30 feet.
Okay.
As a bonus action. Until his next turn, I believe, he gets resistance to all damage.
Yes, he
types.
does.
Then he's gonna run the remaining 15 feet and to Brick
Okay.
and just try to do a normal. Actually, he's gonna smite.
Okay.
Um,
You will get an extra D8 on the smite if you hit because they are fiends.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, do I say smite? I smite like after it hits, or
You
do I say?
smite- Yeah, you smite after it hits. Divine
Oh,
smite
okay,
is,
then-
Divine smite is after.
Yeah.
Then I won't worry about that yet. which is good because
Which
I
is why
missed
I do that when
Um,
I'm Cyros
12.
whenever I
12?
crit because that's
yeah,
how
that
we
hits.
paladins celebrate.
Which
that.
one are you trying to hit, actually? The one with wings or the...
The one on the
Okay.
ground.
Yeah, that hits. That just hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna smite then.
He's
So
gonna explode next to all of us now.
I'll roll great sword damage first.
Okay.
It's not very much, but 7 damage for that, and I do 2d8.
It'll be 3d8 because you get an extra 1d8 for a
right.
fiend.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's gonna. He actually can't survive this, but you can.
Does he die?
You
Plus
can
18 on that.
plus 8. So you
He's dead.
you bring the great sword down and kind of slash into the shoulder, and it gargles with this almost magma leaking out of its mouth like blood, and it just begins to swell and it just explodes. I need Othias and Brick to make a dexterity saving throw. When it explodes, it's like this like radiant sunlight almost that comes out of it.
I rolled a 14.
Passes.
12.
You both pass. You both just take 2 fire damage.
Cool.
Okay. By the way, in like the little time Othias has been in this campaign, like it seems like he's been like really very like calm and level-headed so far, but like there's something about these that he just like is completely like pissed off. Yeah,
Interesting.
Like he's just like he doesn't say much, but he's just like going in with everything and just like kind of almost blind rage, but like still kind of having his wits about him.
Interesting.
Rick turns. You stole my kill!
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's
Top of the round, James. There's one little guy just like trying to slash it at you.
Trying to eat your ankles.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah, dick. I guess that's a little bit rude, don't you think? And he's gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
All right, that's a what save? Wisdom.
That is wisdom.
That's a 9.
Believe it or not, that failed.
Okay.
All right, let's see here.
And I believe so. He takes a D4 psychic and has disadvantage on
Takes 4 psychic damage.
on attacks. Okay.
And
You say this to him, and he kind of looks up at you.
disadvantage on the next X attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
It looks up at you as you say this, kind of stops for a second. And then goes back to trying to slash at you, but it's not his turn. Okay, what else do you want to do?
You gave him a head.
Give him a headache.
I gave him a fucking headache.
Brain freeze. Do you have anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't think I do at this moment.
Okay. Tall figure's gone, so it's gonna go up to Brick. What's good?
Brick is gonna. The flying one is he 5 feet from me?
Yeah, it's around 5 feet.
Okay. Brick sees that they explode. While dumb, he is at least smart enough to not want to explode.
Okay. Sure.
So he will just fucking walk away from it. He'll take the attack.
Okay.
Opportunity.
That was a natural 20.
Nice.
Assume that hits. Okay, you take. Where are my d6s? Where are any of my d6s? There they are. Oh my god, are you serious?
What, did you roll all ones?
There were half ones. You take 12 fire damage.
Cool.
The wing kind of slashes out at you, and it just the fire on it kind of nicks the back of your leg. But you get away.
Bastard! And he's gonna go 10 feet, and he's gonna turn around and throw attack at him. With
So
the
how
whip.
far total are you going from him?
I am 15 feet from
Okay.
him. I am attacking in my radius.
Just to let you know, Othias is within 10 feet of this one specifically.
That's fine.
Okay.
He caused the
That's
other
fine.
explosion. 22 to
That
hit.
hits.
I'm hitting all of these attacks.
That hits.
10. That was max. Fuck you, asshole.
He's looking real rough. He's looking bad. You swing the whip and it basically just slashes through the wings and it kind of falls to the ground and starts to just crawl at like Othias.
Go back to the pits of hell.
And then I will alacrity, and I will. Do I have to do that? Can I switch weapons as a free action, or is that an action?
I mean,
So
I'll let you just like pull out a different weapon, as just for free.
I have a light crossbow.
Yeah, I'll let you shoot with that.
Okay, and then I'll shoot the one attacking James.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
Also a dex weapon, thank the Lord. That was 11 piercing.
Okay.
Oh god.
I need you to roll a dex save, James.
Okay.
As this
You're just mocking this man. And
this
arrow
crossbow
flies
bolt
through his head.
goes through the back of its head and pokes out the front, and as it kind of leaks, it starts to spark, and it
Hey, I'm actually good at dex
explodes.
saves.
I
I'm actually kind of good at dex
not a very
saves.
high DC. That's what
14.
that passes. You just take so you would normally take 1 fire damage, but you're resistant. So I'm just gonna say you don't take any for now, because it's literally 1.
Nice.
You can't have 1, so I'll just you don't take anything. Sure, I'll say that works.
Okay.
Was it 2 halved to 1? Halved
I rolled
again?
2 1s on the d6s, halved because he passed to 1, and then I just got rid of it because
And
he's
then half again
resistant.
because of hellish resistance.
At the end of your turn, Brick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Just covered in like mac.
We tieflings eat shit like this for breakfast.
There's one more. There's one on the ground that that basically
Crawling
that
towards
basically
you.
had its wings chopped off with the whip, just slashed right through. And it's gonna try and hit you, Othias. That's a natural 16. I believe that hits.
It does.
It's
It
a
meets.
dirty 20. Okay, yeah.
You should have said dirty 20 then.
Well, because I forgot what the bonus was. I was like, I'm pretty sure his AC is just 16 though.
Yeah, that definitely.
You take 12 fire damage.
Damn.
Halved or already halved or not halved yet?
Why is it halved?
This is just the attack. Are you resistant to fire?
It's just an attack roll.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just the attack.
No, because I a blessing with the raven.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that's
Forgot
halved.
you
It's halved, so
teleported.
you take 6.
Cool.
As it crawls forward, it just digs its claws into like your foot.
Vile.
It can't even stand up. It's gonna just end its turn.
Okay.
Its legs don't look. It
My turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. Its legs don't like it's made for walking. You're up.
Okay. It looks very like weak, right?
Yeah, it looks bad.
Not trying to do like any damage, just for flavor. I'm just gonna like kick it off me, maybe.
Okay.
And roll to hit, which is a 19.
That'll hit.
You know what? I'm just gonna smite one more time. I don't think he'll need it, but Matthias is not happy.
That's
First of all,
that's fair.
11 damage from the great sword attack, plus 12 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Did it have 11
It had
health?
1. It had 1. You
could have kicked it to
You
death.
could have kicked it to death. It dies though. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, probably.
You stomp on it.
Just gonna take my sword, lift it up, and just like thrust it into the ground,
It gargles.
kind of in its body, and then just like kind of kick it back down the crack.
You do have to roll a dexterity saving throw as it dies.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
Just to let you know.
2.
2?
By the way, the resistance only lasts until the start of your turn. So if he
I know.
explodes, you don't have it.
I know.
You said
Yeah,
it
just
2?
saying, be careful.
2. Uh-oh.
You take 11 points of fire damage as it explodes, and what's left of it just kind of slumps into the hole.
Okay.
Combat is over. You all kind of look around. It's still a very tense situation.
Brick is very angry and is just swinging his whip into the air.
Brick is trying to hit an invisible man. James is doing what James does. And
Yep.
you just killed this thing. It doesn't look like there are any really people like left around. Everyone looks like they've pretty much gotten away at this point. You do see a few guards
Wanna
starting
end-
to come back over.
I-
Yeah,
Sorry.
go for it.
Can I just like lay on hands myself for like 10?
Absolutely.
Cool.
You have 15 total points, right? You can use. Okay,
Yeah.
bet. There's still this hole in the ground and this kind of these cracks surrounding this. And you see a few guards kind of cautiously coming approaching, but they're like a ways away from you. That goes for all of you.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty close together at this point.
You two are 15 feet. James is, I'll say like he's a little farther, about 20.
I understand why I've been sent here. And he kind of goes over to Brick and sorry, what's your name?
James.
James, right? Are you both all right?
Brick is on fire.
Yeah, fine.
Brick's little tufts of
Brick's
fur
on
are on
fire.
fire.
A little bit of a scratch, but I can
good.
fix that. But
Brick like holds 2 thumbs up, holding a weapon and a shield in one hand.
Othias is gonna lay on hands you for 5.
Okay. Thank you. You just pat out.
Feel better?
You just pat the fire out. Thank you for that. Now where's that motherfucker?
what
don't know.
motherfucker are we talking about?
Wish I did.
Stupid dwarf who I thought was a citizen. He stabbed me. The tall motherfucker was with him.
That is a good question. Where did he go?
He was there and then he poof. He's gone.
That really is something you don't see every day, isn't it? Is it?
Does anybody know why the floor was on fire?
Not a clue. Although I guess
Bit of
as
an
someone
idea.
did mention something about a weird glow going on the past few days.
Yes, I saw something of the like earlier.
Oh, you did?
I did. It seemed to have moved and ventured into an alley, and then
Was it?
I alerted the
That was in
guard.
the alley. Okay. Thought I saw
Yes.
you over there.
I alerted the guard, and they seem to have done nothing of use.
Okay.
I should have known. You both fought bravely, thank you.
Yeah.
It's at this point
You as
at
well.
the edge of the chasm. It's not like it's just like this large crack in the ground, kind of
Right.
that was kind of cutting you off from the rest of like the city and people who were running before. These like logs are being set down by guards to make their way over to you. They're basically like taking different like smaller logs and tying them together to make like a makeshift bridge. Just stay over there. We need to have a word with you. Don't
Brick's head is like in the chasm. He's like actively looking.
get out of there. Hey, hands in the air.
Probably not that.
What are you doing?
Head comes out like smoking.
I don't know how to handle.
They explode. They exploded.
I am not trained to handle this. Like looks to him and was like, I know, man. If you're not doing anything, they will kind of make their way over to you after a minute or two, and
Othias just like leaning against a building.
they aren't exuding any like violent force or anything, but they are going to try and restrain you. And they say, "Listen, we saw what you did, but we need to take you to the captain."
I don't think
For-
so. I won't be restrained, of course. I'll go freely.
Make
However,
a persuasion check.
You will not restrain me.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. 3. But if they try, I'm just gonna like teleport away.
They they aren't nearly as big as you physically. They're reasonably like sized guards. They're all wearing that same black armor with the thing with the cape over the shoulder. No funny business though.
That's funny. Did I see you helping us? Did I see you killing those that were trying to destroy your town?
Well,
I thought
I was-
not.
I was helping the civilians escape.
So was I.
Okay. It's like I don't know what to do here, man. Like looks over. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna take you to meet the captain, and you're going to be brought into questioning. If that's okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
That will be
Do
fine.
Brick or James resist being like restrained? Just like
If they put handcuffs on him, he's just gonna pick them and let them fall off. Like, these don't fit me.
yeah, they take manacles, like they hold them up to your wrists, like. Just right, James. James, do you do anything? Do you say anything?
Not really,
Okay.
no.
They're like, out of just they put these manacles on you. And they're gonna bring you over to. They're gonna guide the three of you through town. It's about a 10-minute walk from where you are. As you pass by, you can see you with eyes can see the mother and child are kind of sitting safely. The mother is having her wounds tended to on her leg. She looks like she's gonna be okay.
I kind of nod at them with a nice smile.
The little boy looks like he wants to go he wants to go up to you, but the mother kind of stops him when she sees all the guards around you and just smiles and nods and like mouths thank you.
Not again. And keeps going.
Eventually, you're all led to this taller kind of stone tower. Kind of built into like a second building. Looks a little more wooden. Most of the guards wait outside, while about 2 or 3 lead you 3 in. The guard captain will be just in here. We're gonna be outside. So don't you try anything. He looks at like you, Othias, specifically.
Wouldn't dream of it.
What could I possibly do?
I don't know.
Brick tries to sit in a chair.
No, not in here. In there. Come on. So they're gonna like try and like drag you, but you're so big.
He's like, where am I going?
You know,
Where are we
in
going?
here. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna open the door.
Okay.
In the room, it is this very nice office with an outlook onto the rest of the city and farther than that, the ocean. There's this large bearskin rug on the floor next to this kind of curving desk. Different, just like paintings on the wall. Nothing that seems like it catches your eye or seems very interesting. Just like fancy rich people stuff.
Othias is gonna like
that's a bit
stop
tacky,
for a
isn't
moment
it?
when he sees the bear, And kind of just like look at it sorrowfully.
James is gonna look down at the bear, just like, well, that's a bit tacky, isn't it?
Roll a nature check with us, if you can.
Okay.
Is there anything on top of the bear rug, or is it just like sitting in the middle of it?
It's
just like in the middle of the room.
Floor. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
5.
Can Brick try to wear the bear rug?
Intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts.
Before that happens, Othias, this is a real bear. It's you. Yeah, as far as you know, you don't gain much from just a passive kind of nature check. Brick, before you try and wear the rug, you look over and standing like out in front of the window is a taller, more like built man, with this jet black hair that kind of goes down the back and comes down in front of the sides. This like deep red skin, pointed ears, no horns or anything, and just these like fiery red eyes. And he's wearing this these kind of noble's clothing, mostly silver and black. He has more jagged like features on his face. That will be all. He kind of motions to the other guards.
Thank you. Turns around. No, I'm just kidding.
There are three. There are there's like a not like a couch, but like a few chairs in front of the desk for you guys to sit at. He motions for you to sit down.
Are any of them large enough for me to
They're
Thank you. I appreciate
Brick
that.
doesn't care.
they're
That's what
enough
I
for you
know.
to sit at.
Othias just sits on the ground.
He gives you a weird look, but kind of.
Brick tries to sit in a chair.
You hear a little creak of the wood, but for now it's okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, he gives us a weird look, kind of shrugs it off. So I've been told you three were found at the site, defending Waterdale from.
There were some exploding tiny people.
I've heard. As I'm sure you've heard, this isn't the first instance of these creatures.
So I heard.
Nothing like this, but
Brick,
Looking on this
Brick
scale before?
turns to James like, what? We were supposed to hear something?
Hey, I'm a part of this. Is my whole thing.
Oh, okay.
interesting. Kind of looks at you. Look, he looks you up and down, James. Just nods.
Problem?
No.
Okay.
He sits down at his desk and takes out 3 bracelets. This like black leather bracelets with like a little gem in the middle around here. Just like emerald. It doesn't look too expensive or anything. No. My superiors will need somebody to blame for this. But I am willing to negotiate. I believe your innocence, but something needs to be proven. Somebody needs to be at fault. I am going to request that you...
Brick holds his hand up.
Yes.
What about the small dwarven man they teleported away with?
What?
The small dwarven man? The big tall people, there was a small dwarven man saying some weird things. And then he got grabbed and they vanished. I couldn't hit them with my whip in time.
Interesting.
I kind of looked sad about it.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Listen, sir. I am one to believe that there's no one to blame except your obvious incompetence. Nothing but that is at fault, in my view. And Othias just kind of looks like intriguingly on at him.
Well, somebody is going to be blamed for this, and if it's If it's not you, it's going to be somebody. So I am giving you an opportunity, because if the Empire comes looking for you, I can't stop them. I mean, I may be higher up, but I'm not that high up. I'm giving you a chance to prove your innocence to everyone. Figure out the source of whatever that was, and these strange creatures and sightings in my city, and as well as a large reward, I will see you free, and I will see your name cleared in the eyes of the Empire.
Now, where I'm from, we don't accuse those that try to help.
I'm not
people.
accusing
That
you.
would be
I believe you, but somebody will be blamed for this, and it is out of my control if it becomes you.
Why does someone need to be blamed? Morale. Is that it? So people can go about their day in ignorant bliss.
It is out of my control. Like I said, I am trying to help you. I want to figure out what is doing this to my city, and if I can't, and Mr. Evertorch decides this was your fault.
Evertorch.
Yes. The leader of the Empire.
Go on.
If he would want somebody to blame for this, and if you can't find anything, he will blame you, and I can't promise what happens to you after that. So I am giving you a chance to clear your name and find out what is happening in exchange for your freedom and for additional services or items.
I will do this freely, but I don't take well to being threatened.
I am not threatening you. I am trying to warn you.
Are you sure?
Yes. You can make an insight check if you'd like.
He's not going to.
Okay. Yeah. I believe you. I've been told you saved people during the attack, and I want to show my gratitude and help you. But if that's not something you want, I am happy to let this go. And if I let it go, it is out of my hands. What happens to you?
Very well.
He holds his hand out.
I'll help
It's a
you.
Handshake. You, Othias.
You want money? You're trying to take
No,
money
I
from
want
me
to-
now.
No. Never mind.
That's not
Never
how
mind.
I do
No,
things where
I
I'm
don't
from.
want your money. If you even have any. I don't want your money. He looks to James and Brick. Are you going to be joining him, or are you in the Empire's hands?
I suppose I have nothing else to do. Plus, I probably get a pretty good story out of it.
Sure.
Can I have that rug?
Why do you want my rug?
Because I can wear it. I think it'll look cool.
Make a persuasion
He looks
check.
he kind of looks like I have a +1. No.
What'd you roll?
6. Don't tell me that works.
No, it doesn't work. I'm just like,
I was gonna
Wow.
say.
I used all my luck to hit people earlier.
maybe if you can do this whole operation well, I'll consider it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, and he kind of takes the 3 bracelets he took out earlier and puts them in front of you 3. For your safety and mine, I will need you to wear these. It will simply alert me if you leave the borders of Waterdale and nothing more. I won't know where you are. I'll just know if you've left. And
Can I roll an insight
Sure.
check? Othias would like to. I kind of trust him, but
yeah, I gotcha.
Did he
only
put it in
7.
front of us?
Yeah, he said all 3 of them in front of you. He said 7.
Yeah.
He's hard to read, just without like stoic. He's mostly been so far, but I have gathered that his intentions to help you seem genuine. So it's hard to read, but you're leaning towards he's trustworthy. I would say, that's up to you, but
Brick takes it and puts it on his leg.
that works.
All right.
It's shiny. Sorry.
It's fine as long as you're wearing it.
Othias takes it and puts it in his pocket.
I'll need you to be wearing it, son. Doesn't matter where, as long as it's
Fine.
As long as it's around your
Fine.
wrist or your leg, whatever.
He puts it around his wrist.
It's not very big. It's like a small, like, circlet kind of thing with just a little gem in it.
Okay. Gotcha.
Does James put it on?
How does it open and close?
It's just like, it just goes on. It just goes onto your. It just slides on.
Oh, it slides
Yeah.
on. Okay.
The size does like compensate for your larger arms, but just to let you know.
I was just wondering, if it locks itself or not.
Doesn't seem like it. James, do you put on the bracelet?
Yeah.
Okay. I can trust you to figure this out. If not for yourselves, then for the city and the good people of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good day.
Good day. Yeah.
I mean that it is quite nice.
It was nice. It was a beautiful day.
Before the
Yeah.
night.
Till that happened.
Nice night too.
Yeah. Kind of looks around.
Oh, you want us to leave? All right.
Yes, thank you.
And Othias kind of goes out where he came in.
Yeah, you open the door. There's still 2 guards guarding it, but they look over and they see your bracelets and they just kind of nod, and they'll let you. They'll like lead you out of the building, and from there you're free. You're on your own.
Okay. Othias looks to Brick and James. I'm sorry, I didn't think that was still in me. I don't see that part of myself very much. And others don't either. Would you two care to join me for some libations at the inn? We can discuss whatever just happened and whatever we're planning to do next.
Sure.
So intrusive thoughts did win. I rolled for
What
it.
did you do?
Brick has walked over to the whole, like, the crater, not
Okay.
crater, to the thing in the wall, and he's just sticking his arm in. He's
It's
like, "How far
about a
did you go?"
10-minute walk from where you are, but if you would like to make your way over, you can do that.
No, he's just going.
Okay.
He wants to know what's at the bottom
Do
of
you
it.
guys follow Brick as he just wanders off?
There
Where
he
is
goes.
going?
Oh boy. We probably should make sure he's okay.
Doesn't seem to be the brightest fellow, does he?
No, he really doesn't.
I've been rolling every time I have an intrusive thought.
It may be best if we follow him.
Brick makes his way over. You guys follow him. From like standing in the top, you can't see the bottom of it at all. Of like
Brick sticks his arm in it.
Okay. You've
He's just like,
you have 10 feet. You have 10 feet of reach with just your arms and stuff.
yeah.
Don't quite make it to the bottom. You can't tell. It's pretty. You all have dark vision, right?
I think so.
Do I?
Tieflings do, yeah. I assume
do.
Shader Kai
Okay.
do.
I think I have them. Yeah, probably.
All of us have dark vision.
It
Yeah,
the hole does slim as it goes down, but it still goes down past about 60 feet. It does leave your dark vision, so you still can't see the bottom, but it does get to a point where most people probably couldn't fit. It's like that footage of cavers going into places that are like this thick and like being stuck.
Oh,
That's
no.
probably what would happen if you tried.
That doesn't look like fun.
Brick like, ah! Where did you come from?
What you do see, Brick,
Oh,
is actually roll an investigation check.
can I not use perception? I'll use investigation if you want me to.
I'll allow perception because you're not necessarily looking for anything in specific. I'll allow perception for this. Probably make more sense.
Very glad that you let me. 16.
Okay. Yeah, with a 16, you would notice some of the rock around where 10-ish feet towards like the end of your reach feels a little more solid and man-made, and you can look down and see what looks to be like the wreckage, the wreckages of some sort of like sewer system. It's not big enough to where you could get into it from, but it looks like it is torn through the system. And you look, and the water that would usually be running through it is gone. It's completely like dry. You see a little rat scurry by. Squeak squeak.
I can't reach. Ah.
Are you sure you
He
want to
tries
reach
to,
that?
Maybe? I don't know. I don't know how far down this goes. I can't see the bottom of it, though. There's something down there, though. I feel something like bricks.
Yeah, you feel bricks.
I know it's
You're very
bricks.
familiar with bricks. You can tell this is
I'm
definitely
very
some sort
familiar
of
with
stone
bricks.
brick lining like the walls.
Like the kind I used to throw at things.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna question that. That
He checks out.
He gives up after a minute or two. It's hot.
It is. It is like the air treading through there is like a little bit warmer than it is up here.
I don't like that it's hot down there. And he's like pulls out his arm. I was like,
Well, join me if you wish. If not,
where are we
well,
going?
do whatever you want. But I'm going to try to drink away the night and try to forget what just happened.
Oh, drinking. That's a good idea.
Isn't it?
I think it's a wonderful decision.
That makes me think about things twice a little bit. But yes, let's go.
So I assume you all head towards the New Moon Inn, as it is the
Yeah.
more usable. What?
Yeah, Brick will follow you.
Okay.
He doesn't know where he's going.
Yeah. With Othias and James' help, you can find your way with them. You'll be okay.
I just follow them. Yeah.
Might wander off once or twice, but they'll lead you back.
I quickly rolled to see if Brick would run ahead and say I'll race you, but he didn't.
And walking off into the night, leaving the wreckages of the festival behind. That's where we're gonna end the session today.